Pakistan's educational reform, Islamic studies now optional for non-Muslims. In a groundbreaking move, Pakistan's Ministry of Federal Education and Professional Training has reformed the education system, making Islamic studies optional for non-Muslim students. The Religious Education Curriculum 2023, approved for grades 1 to 12, now includes teachings from 7 different religions, including Baha'i, Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Kalasha, Sikhism, and Zoroastrianism. This marks a significant shift towards inclusivity, respecting the religious identities of all citizens. The curriculum, approved on January 22, 2024, is a milestone in minority rights. Governor Sindh affirms Pakistan's commitment to minority safety and religious rights. Governor Sindh, Kamran Khan Tessori, affirmed Pakistan's commitment to the safety and religious rights of minorities in a meeting with Dr. Shoaib Suddle, the head of the one-man Commission on Minorities' Rights. The meeting, held at the Governor's House, focused on the contributions of minorities to Pakistan's development and their peaceful coexistence. Tessori highlighted the nation's commitment to the safety of minorities and the constitutional protection of their fundamental rights. Dr. Suddle provided insights into the challenges faced by minorities, with discussions centered on enhancing their welfare. Emphasizing the need for continued dialogue and collaboration, the meeting marks a significant step in promoting inclusive policies for minority communities in Pakistan. Pakistan ranked 7th in Christian persecution. Open Doors World Watch List 2024. Open Doors World Watch List 2024 ranks Pakistan as the 7th most challenging country for Christians, highlighting severe persecution. This comprehensive report, based on eyewitness accounts and testimonies, underscores the plight of Christians facing legal discrimination, social ostracism and violence, including misuse of blasphemy laws and attacks on churches. This ranking not only documents hardships, but also calls for global solidarity and action in supporting persecuted Christians and advocating for religious freedom. Community in shock over sudden and mysterious death of Imran Mari in police custody. In a shocking incident in Karachi, Imran Mari, a 40-year-old Christian, died under mysterious circumstances in police custody. Arrested over a disputed family accusation of adultery with his daughter, his death on January 21, 2024, has sparked demands for a thorough investigation. With allegations of torture and the police claiming suicide, the incident raises serious concerns about police conduct and minority rights. The National Christian Party, local activists, and Irfan's family seek justice and transparency in this troubling case. Minority People's Alliance issues open letter to Pakistani government seeking equal rights and representation. The Minority People's Alliance, in an open letter to the Pakistani government, has demanded reforms echoing the equality principles of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. The letter highlights ongoing discrimination and calls for unity among minorities for their rights. Criticizing the unfair election method for minority representatives, the Alliance demands a democratic process for direct elections, ensuring true representation in legislative bodies. The letter also addresses the underrepresentation of minority women in Parliament and inaccuracies in minority population census, urging for correct data and increased minority representation proportionate to their population. Additionally, the Alliance calls for the implementation of the promised 5% job quota for minorities in government roles and demands development works in neglected minority areas to address basic facility shortages. Tragic sewer 2 lives in Karachi's Gulistan-e-Juha, Karachi, January 17, 2024. A tragic incident in Gulistan-e-Juha has claimed the lives of 2 sanitary workers during a sewer cleaning operation. The accident occurred near a residential apartment under the jurisdiction of Sheriff Faisal Police Station. Emergency responders from Sindh Emergency Rescue 112 recovered the bodies, which were then taken to Jinnah Hospital. Residents of Zishan Apartment and Crescent View in Block 13 had reported the sewage blockage to KWSB, but no action was taken for 5 days. The residents' decision to hire private sweepers led to this unfortunate event, spotlighting the dangers faced by sanitary workers and the need for improved safety measures and quicker emergency responses. Christian brothers in Sialkot, subjected to forced conversion and torture. In Karota Siedan, Sialkot, a harrowing incident occurred on January 22, 2024, where two Christian brothers, Azam and Nadim, were allegedly kidnapped and brutally tortured for forced conversion to Islam. According to an FIR at Kotli Loharan police station, the brothers were taken to a location by Qasim Shah and Sunny Shah, who then assaulted them with iron rods, coercing them into converting to Islam. The conversion, done under severe duress, was a desperate measure to save their lives. After the forced conversion, they were released with death threats for disclosing the incident. The community is in shock, and the brothers seek justice, urging the police to arrest the perpetrators and ensure their safety. Christian group advocates for fair political representation in Pakistan. The Christian rights group, Minorities Alliance. Pakistan demands reforms for fairer minority representation in Pakistan's electoral system. At a press conference in Lahore, advocate Akmal Bhatti highlighted systemic neglect of minority rights by major political parties. The group criticised the culture of nepotism and bribery, undermining true democratic values. They stressed the need for legislation against forced conversions and minor girl marriages, and for including minority job and education quotas. Minorities Alliance Pakistan pledged support for any party, including these reforms in their manifesto, emphasising the importance of fair political representation for minorities. Christian leaders voice concerns over ignored minority issues in election manifestos. Christian leaders in Pakistan express concern over political parties' neglect of minority issues in their election manifestos. Dr. Adil Gowri of Masihi Tehreek-e-Baidari highlighted the absence of plans addressing challenges like forced conversions, forced marriages, and blasphemy laws misuse. Urging voters to question political representatives, Dr. Gowri emphasised the need for specific legislation to protect minorities. Despite economic and social development agendas by parties like PPP, specific plans for minority issues remain lacking, leading to calls for greater political representation and advocacy for minority rights in the national political discourse.